Okay, now put the heading phase modulation. It's a small topic, quickly we'll finish it. Phase modulation. So guys, again the starting is same, AC cos 2 pi FCT plus phi, and this is the phase, and we know that the equation of PA has this format. So AC cos 2 pi FCT plus KPMT. So if you recall, in FM I wrote AC cos 2 pi FCT plus KF integral MTT, if you recall that. Even though we consider it as a complete angle, d by dt of 2 pi FCT equal to constant, it doesn't make any difference. Yeah, you're right. But anyway, we have to say it as 2 pi FCT. You can't say that that is the complete angle, because carrier frequency will always be there. Although it has no impact on the overall equation. But anyway, come back guys on this. 2 pi FCT plus KPMT, and you can compare these two. So you can see that I can write phi is equal to KPMT. So this is the time domain equation of the phase modulated wave. So let me write, this is time domain. Please remember this equation, time domain equation of phase modulated signal. Phase modulated signal. Okay. Now here Kp is known as, just like Kf, it is known as, that was known as Kf was known as frequency sensitivity. It is known as phase sensitivity. Somebody can ask you unit. Unit is, it is radian per volt. So by changing 1 volt, how many angle, how much of radian it changes. Now, just like in FM, here also in PM, voltage variations are converted. Voltage variations are converted into phase. Okay. So we'll do single tone modulation. So we'll use, guys, this is single tone modulation of PM. So we are going to use m of t equal to AM cos 2 pi FMT. And if you substitute and just substitute and you will get the answer. It will be AC cos 2 pi FCT plus KP AM cos 2 pi FMT. Guys, if you compare and if you can recall, when we integrated, that became cos, became sine, and it was having a term, extra term by divided by FM. But here it is not that, so I can just connect in FM. If you recall, delta F was Kf into AM. Okay. In PM, it is delta phi is equal to Kp into AM. This was known as frequency deviation, and this is known as, guys, phase deviation. Clear? Okay. So del phi is equal to Kp into AM. Del F was equal to Kf into AM. Okay. So so if I go ahead and rewrite this equation, can I write this? AC cos 2 pi FCT plus del phi cos 2 pi fmt. Yes or no, guys? And we know that since del phi is equal to beta equal to kp into m, I can rewrite STPM equal to AC cos 2 pi FCT plus beta cos 2 pi FMT. Put this into the box as well as this. Now what is beta? Beta is modulation index. Same. Okay, so I read your responses, guys. You are correct. The only key difference is that in phase modulation, we get m of t directly. In FM, right, frequency modulation, we get integral of m of t, which gives you a phase change as well as a divided by FM. So that is a very important difference. And that's why I'm writing a note, guys. Please, you also copy it down. Write in phase modulation PM, phase deviation and modulation index are same. Phase deviation and modulation index are same. And what is that? Beta is equal to delta phi equal to what? Kp A. But can I say the same thing in FM? No. In FM, beta and del F is not equal. So that's why I'm going to have a quick comparison between FM and PM. Have a look. So first one, equation wise, ST is equal to AC cos 2 pi FCT plus beta, let's not go into this beta and all. Guys, I'm rewriting. So can I clean this part note? Yes. Now let's write here FM, let's compare these two. And let's write here PM. Okay? FM and PM. So the first one, S of t equation is AC cos 2 pi FCT plus 2 pi KF integral m of t dt. Okay? And m of t is equal to same, AC cos 2 pi FMT. If I write equation for this, I have just written, so you can quickly see, it will be AC cos 2 pi FCT plus just Kp m of t. That's it. Although it's boring, so let me write AM cos 2 pi FMT. Second thing, here del F is equal to Kf into AM, beta is equal to Kf into AM by FM. I hope you guys remember. And we can also write it as delta F by FM. But here del phi is equal to beta equal to Kp into AM. No division by FM. Okay? Third pointer, which is I think common for both of them. So write bandwidth and power are same in both. Bandwidth and power are same in both FM and PM. Okay? Now, couple of few more points as comparison I wanted to add. So, write point number 4. In FM is the best in terms of noise immunity. If you compare AM, FM and PM, all three, noise immunity is superior. Superior to PM and AM as well. So AM has the least noise immunity. AM is the most affected by noise. Anybody can answer why? SNR is better than PM and AM as well. Signal to noise power ratio is also better. Due to the non-linear characteristics of channel and amplitude, information can easily be distorted. Exactly, that is what I would have said. Because amplitude is the most affected thing out of these three parameters, amplitude, frequency and phase, in any channel, so right? And as a matter of fact, frequency is the least affected. I would say frequency doesn't get distorted in the channel at all. And there used to be one scientist, I forgot the name, they tried this experiment to demonstrate that who is badly affected by, which one is badly affected by noise. So they had receivers having both AM and FM receivers. At the same time, they brought some 1 million volt or arc reactor to create noise in the channel, right? Electrical noise, and AM was completely distorted. When the receiver received AM signal, it was completely distorted, but FM signal was giving a very clear output at the receiver end. That is an experiment somebody did long back, and that's how they got to know. So amazing, I would say. The answers are really on the on the line. It's not like some rough answer, roughly she is telling. It's on the hitting the bullseye. Very good. Really appreciate. Now guys, write these points. Signal to noise ratio is better than PM and AM as well. So AM is the worst in terms of SNR also. SNR is better than AM. Now, application wise, I would say FM application, I think everybody knows that. FM is widely used for commercial broadcast radio, right? FM radio, Mirchi and all in India. PM, phase modulation, is used for mobile radio services. Mobile radio services. Okay guys, now this is done. Comparison of FM and PM. With this we have very beautifully covered FM and PM. There are small topics which I would like to take. So one is summary. I'm going to do summary of FM and PM. So whenever you want to revise, you can directly come to this page. So I'm giving a cheat sheet in one big screen, So I've created this for you guys. So here, M of T is your message signal. Okay. And instantaneous frequency omega it is equal to d theta it by dt. We know that this as well, because d theta by dt is omega, d omega by dt is alpha, right? Now, so let's have this as, frequency modulation, this box. I hope you guys are writing it nice and clean. And this box is phase modulation. Okay? Yeah. So this is your angle and this is your frequency. So we'll write the equation in terms of angle and frequency both. So first, we know that theta it in terms of angle frequency modulation looks like what? Theta it equal to omega ct plus kf integral of masses. So you write m lambda d lambda. The moment I write this, a lot of students start getting confused. Hey, what is happening? It is not integral of m of t. Hello, if you want to do integral, just put the m of t. That's okay. Integral of m of t. It's again integral only. So don't panic. Okay? In terms of frequency, you have to differentiate this, right? Right? d theta by dt. Refer this part. d theta by dt is your omega. Differentiate this. So you'll get omega c plus kf mt. Omega c plus kf mt. Okay? So you can clearly see that these two equations are making sense in terms of angle. And this is the same term, you take this and put in AC cos theta t. Remember that? Similarly, I will write in terms of angle theta it is equal to simple omega ct plus kp mt. So this is the equation we used in FM. This is the equation we use in PM, standard equation if you recall, guys. But if you differentiate this, it will become what? Omega I t equal to omega c plus kp dmt by dt. Look at this. So this will give a way to find frequency modulation or generate frequency modulation using phase modulator, and this will give you motivation to get phase modulation using frequency modulator. See, we know that if you put massive signal into phase modulator, you get phase modulation. If you take massive signal into frequency modulator, you get frequency modulation. What I'm trying to say is that how to generate phase modulation using the frequency modulator and vice versa. Getting me? So before we go there, write these couple of notes. In frequency modulation in FM, m of t drives the variation of carrier frequency. Massive drives the variation of carrier frequency, which makes sense as well. In PM, m of t drives the variation of phase. I would write theta I. So if you see that in phase modulation, right, right, this m of t I am talking about. If you change m of t, guys, if you change m of t up and down, angle is also changing. Can you see it? And similarly, if you change here m of t frequency is changing, instantaneous frequency. Can you see it? Look at the beauty, guys, which is I have written there. Okay. Now, how to generate that? So, if you take massive signal m of t, right, and you give an integrator, give it to an integrator, this is integrator, so, and then you give it to a phase modulator, PM modulator, okay, or let me write phase modulator, because PM is phase modulation, modulator it will become. So I don't want to be wrong, even little bit in terms of English. So call it as phase modulator. Right? And the output is what? If you are giving empty to this, output will be what? FM signal. Yes or no, guys? And if you take massive signal m of t, rather than giving it to, integrator, if you give it to differentiator d by dt, and then you take it to frequency modulator, so you get PM signal. Now, how the hell it is working out? But let's see. Let me take my time. So, guys, if I put this as in the box, I would call it as frequency modulator. So, look at the beauty. You are having a PM phase modulator, but overall it is frequency modulator. And similarly, I would call it as phase modulator, because the end outcome is phase. Now, what is happening? Look at this. FM is what? You need omega Ct plus kf integral. So the moment you reach here, what you get? You get integral m lambda d lambda minus infinity to t. And then for this, the whole thing is a massive signal. So it is just like taking that term m lambda d lambda integral and just doing this. Right? Just doing this. Omega Ct plus Kp, and the Mt will be replaced by this integral part. So omega Ct plus Kp replaced by integral of this, isn't it equal to massive signal? Isn't it equal to FM signal? Guys, I am repeating myself. If I say omega Ct plus Kp, it's okay. M of t has been replaced by this minus infinity to t m lambda d lambda. Please answer, respond. The moment I replace this with this term to this term, is it not equal to FM or not? Yes? Very good. Similarly, if I take frequency signal, right, frequency modulator, I have done already differentiation of m of t, so it will become dmt by dt, and then you are putting in frequency modulator. Isn't it? See, it is similar to this. Omega c plus kf, replace this with this term, which is I am writing now as dm of t by dt. If I replace so, isn't it? It will be equal to this. Now my question to you guys, to make this happen, what is the assumption? Guys, if you replace this just with this, you will get integral, but the equation says AC cos omega Ct plus 2 pi kf. So that Kp which you are getting from here, this Kp has to be replaced by 2 pi kf. Yes or no? So that's why one assumption to work like this, and that is one assumption, and that gate asks, what is that? Kp has to be equal to 2 pi kf. Then you will get FM signal from phase modulator. Yeah, MT has to be an energy signal, it has to be integrable, otherwise it will not hold. That is 100% correct. I don't think that we have to even tell this. Kp is equal to 1 for FM through phase. No. So now you understand the answer, so we are clear. So look at that. See, I am putting so much effort to giving you a FM and PM in such a beautiful manner. And I don't think that you will beg to differ on this point, that whatever communication system you have studied in your college or your engineering classes, right? You are getting too much to learn from these sessions. You guys agree with me? AM sine 2 pi FMT is used to modulate the phase of a carrier. So carrier is AC cos 2 pi FCT. To get the modulated signal of yt is this. The bandwidth, okay? So y of t is this. So AC cos 2 pi FCT plus m of t. Okay? Now, if you look at this question, the question is the bandwidth of yt. So guys, if you look at this, clearly it is angle modulation, right? Already given in the question. Now option, the bandwidth of y of t depends on AM but not on FM, and then these are the 4 options, right? So you know that bandwidth, what is the formula for bandwidth? It is twice beta plus 1 FM. Now this beta can be 2 different things. Beta in FM, it is what? It is delta F by FM. And delta F is what, guys? Come on. It is Kf AM by FM. Right? But in PM, beta is equal to delta phi equal to Kp into AM. So guys, AM is here as well, here as well. It is also dependent on FM. FM is anywhere here. So the answer is, it depends on both AM and FM. Option C. I think Harsha is right. And those whoever said answer C is correct. Very good. Beta is dependent on both AM and FM. Please write it down as a statement. So I'm writing a note so that you can learn from this question, GATE 2015, the bandwidth of any angle modulated signal. Doesn't matter FM or PM. The bandwidth of any angle modulated signal depends on AM and FM. Clear? Everyone is clear? Yes or no? Next question. Question number 4, guys. Easy question. What is the answer? Very chindi question, guys. Question number 3, answer is B. In case someone missed the last session. Question number 4, what is the answer? Question number 4, what is the answer? Option B. It's a simple question on carrier power only. So it is saying consider angle modulated signal. So they have given you this signal. X of t equal to 6 cos, okay, something blah blah blah, doesn't matter, plus 4 cos, again I don't care because our focus on this, right? So what is the average power? So you know that power because of this will be what? AC square by 2, so 36 by 2 plus 36 by 2 equal to 18 watts. So for me, answer is coming as option B. And guys, this is inside this, so I don't care because this is the term I have to care. Only 6, not that 4. Yeah. Answer is B. So the formula I have used is AC square by 2, 18 watts. Next question, guys. Question number 5. Question number 5, write the equation first, in case if you have not done it, and then you have to match. So I would say don't write the equation, write the equation so that you can match with the option. Please write it there. So guys, in this question, if you look at the first equation, 1 plus km t km of t a sine omega ct. So P is anyway going to be amplitude modulation. You know that, right? AC 1 plus kmt cos omega ct, that's what you recall. But it is similar to P ka mapping is with Y, and the moment you match P with Y, your job is done. So answer is 5 ka D. I am not going to go into full detail because anyway once you know the answer is D, you can map it up and see. So you know what is a phase modulation, you know what is a frequency modulation, amplitude and double sideband suppressed carrier. So you can clearly see that option Q in this is your Q should be mapped with double side. That's why option D is the right answer. Double sideband, because there is no carrier in option Q. Option R, group 1, R is A sine omega ct plus kmt, and A sine omega ct plus integral. The moment you see integral, it is FM. The moment you see direct message, it is PM, and you are done. You are set. I gave a lot of time, so my turn now. Okay, guys, if you recall, in PM, we starts with this. I gave you a summary that is very important. Theta IT is equal to what? What is the equation I gave, guys? Come on. Theta IT was equal to omega ct plus kp m of t. Yes or no, guys? PM. Clear? So 70 kilohertz is the right answer. Very good. So you want to go into because they're asking you the frequency, right? What is the question? Question is, give me the instantaneous frequency at t equal to 0.5 millisecond. So obviously you have to differentiate. So you will differentiate this. So it will become omega I t equal to, differentiate this, it will become omega c plus kp dmt by dt. Now since they're asking you the instantaneous frequency, not instantaneous angular frequency, so you write fit equal to fc plus divide by 2 pi. It will be kp by 2 pi differentiation of massive signal. Guys, massive signal is also known as modulating signal, which they have given you as a very bad equation. I know that. I also felt the same. It is equal to 5 sine 4 pi into 10 की power 3t minus 10 pi cos 2 pi into 10 की power 3t, and that is the reason everybody was stuck here. So differentiate करेंगे, we'll do it. So let's differentiate dmt by dt equal to 5. First directly will be cos, simple, 4 pi into 10 की power 3t as it is, 10 pi cos 2 pi into 10 की power 3t as it is, into, by chain rule you will go inside, you will write 4 pi into 10 की power 3 minus cos will become minus sine. So plus 10 pi sine 2 pi into 10 ki power 3t into chain rule. It will go on inside as well. So it will become what? Into 2 pi into 10 ki power 3. Clear, guys? Correct me if I made any mistake. Now coming back, so we know that dm of t by dt at t equal to 0.5 millisecond would be equal to 5 cos, right? 4. So anyway, millisecond means this will cancel. So 4 pi into 0.5. So it will be 2 pi minus 10 pi cos, and it will be 0.5 into 2. So it will be cos pi 10 ki power 3 into 10 ki power minus 3 is 1. 2 pi into 0.5 is 1 pi. I am right. Into 4 pi into 10 ki power 3. And this is all in into, okay? Plus 20 pi square, okay? Into 10 ki power 3, okay? Sine pi. Wow, so this is good now. Sine pi is 0, so this term is gone. Okay, cos pi is minus 1, so it will be 12 pi. Okay, so 5 cos and cos 12 pi, guys. So cos 2 pi into 6, right? See, guys, cos pi is minus 1, so it will be minus 2 pi plus 10. So cos pi is minus 1, cos 2 pi is 1. So cos 12 pi is also 1. So 5 into 4 pi into 10 ki power 3 I get this term. So if I go there, if I add 0.5 millisecond and the carrier frequency we have got is 20 kilohertz, right? So it is 20k plus kp is 5 radian divided by 2 pi, and I am getting 5 into 4 pi into 10 ki power 3, 2 to the, so it is 50, 25 to the 50, 50k, so 20k plus 50k equal to 70 kilohertz. See, I also counted. I know it's a lengthy question, so you might have to spend 3 to 5 minutes. It also took me, and trust me, I didn't remember any steps and all, because I always do anything impromptu. I don't recall any formula, equation. So you have seen I have done step by step like a student. Okay, good enough. Clear, guys? This signal MT as shown. The signal MT as shown is applied both to a phase modulator with Kp as the phase constant and a frequency modulator with Kf as the frequency constant, having the same carrier frequency. Okay? The ratio Kp by Kf for the same maximum phase deviation. So, given MT is this. Given MT is this. So if you look at the waveform, it is going from something like this, right? So minus 2 to 2 it is going, and time is in second. Okay. Now the question is that it has same carrier frequency and it has been applied to both PM and FM modulator. And both of them have same carrier frequency, same FC. Okay? Now, and Kp and Kf we already know. So, why don't we write the equation of FM and PM? So, FM is, guys, AC cos, write the very basic equation 2 pi FCT plus 2 pi kf integral mt dt. Okay. This is Fm, and Pm is equal to AC cos 2 pi fct plus Kp directly m of t. Guys, if we compare these two, everybody was not able to access it. This is the very first question we are doing on this. So we had our server got down. So that is the reason nobody was able to connect. We are not also able to connect. So don't panic. It's okay. It happens sometimes. So question number 9. Can you look at that? So Max, you have missed the question number 9 ka starting. Nothing anyone have you missed. Okay. So don't worry. You have not missed half an hour of class. That is okay that we lost this much time, and that's really sad. But given the challenges, Shivam, if you are not able to see the chat, then I would suggest just log out and quickly log in, and I think it will do, because all of us are able to do it. Okay, just refresh. Yeah, that's right. Refresh or restart your system. Sometimes these things works. That's what we did at our end. Okay, guys. So to come back, if you look at this. AC cos 2 pi fct plus 2 pi. So I have written a general equation, guys. Nothing I have done in this question. So if you look at this, this is your what? Phase phi. And this is phase of, PM. Now what is the question says? It says that it should have the, maximum phase deviation. So guys, maximum phase deviation means this should be max. So I can call it as same maximum phase deviation, and they are asking the ratio. Ratio of Kp by Kf for maximum phase deviation. Maximum same phase deviation. This is the question, guys. Need to understand the question. For maximum same phase deviation, so what you are supposed to do, you are supposed to equate these two, Kp m of t, and get the max out of it, equal to 2 pi kf integral of mt dt and max of it. Okay. Now mt is super easy, max is 2, so I can say it because mt has the maximum value is 2. So I can quickly say it as twice Kp is equal to 2 pi Kf integral mt dt. So integral of, obviously we will take the maximum number, you will not take minus 2, so take 2 dt, right? If you integrate, it will become what? 2 pi Kf 2t, and maximum value will get at 2 at t equal to 1. So we'll get what? 2 pi kf into 4. So if I just, take this and write from here, so 2 kp equal to 2 into 4 pi kf. Correct, guys? 2 into 4 pi. 2 cancel. So kp by kf is equal to 4 pi. And I guess looking at the option, answer is B. Yeah, correct. At t equal to 2. Sorry. Thank you. It is t equal to 2. But such a nice question, right? But guys, did you observe one thing? That gate, almost if you look at the module, and I have created this module after sitting a day. You cannot imagine that. The way I have put the questions, what are the questions should I take? If you look at the module in the whole totality, you will see that they are hitting every time on the very first equation, which is like theta I equal to d omega by, omega it equal to d theta I by dt, and the summary page I gave you. Do you guys agree with me or not? They are almost asking every question around that premise. Did you see any question generation? Did you see any question on demodulation? So when I say and I mean it, that whatever you should do in totality, but always prioritize these syllabus or the topics in the syllabus, so that when the gate question comes, you are predicting that. You are expecting that this question they might ask. Because you have seen these type of questions a lot of time. If you take the very first question, again basis on this, going to the basics of how the instantaneous frequency is giving you FM or PM. You take another question, this is the third question, you are seeing the same thing over a period of 5-6 years. Because if you don't understand what I'm trying to do here in terms of prioritizing the topics, GATE is a very strategic exam, guys. If you think that you will study everything and still go and crack GATE, it's not going to happen. Why it is not going to happen, I can tell you. GATE syllabus is so vast. You have 10 subjects to look after, right? So you cannot, just go with all the syllabus things you are able to tackle, you will understand everything, and then you go to the paper. So please take care of whatever the things I highlight so that you don't suffer in the paper. Now guys, put the heading receivers, AM receivers.